Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this reading is going to be about what do we need to see that the masculines are stepping into. I'm hearing leadership, taking the stand. What is it that we need to see? What do the masculines need to see? What is kind of hidden from both at this time? What do the feminines need to keep in mind regarding what we're witnessing the masculines stepping into here? And what are the instructions for both at this time regarding this process? We are heavily in the eclipse window at this time. These energies don't just happen on the day of the eclipse, but we just had a lunar eclipse. We're going to be having the solar eclipse on April 8th. And this is a big changeover for the masculines to step into their empowerment and their nobility as masters. This is their chance to shine and show the feminines who they really are. And we are in that process of becoming now. So let's get into it. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the collective that joins me here, and some advice, reminders about what these energies are for at this time on a spiritual, energetic level. Okay, what can we see for the masculine's view on the connection right now? Transformation. So they are consciously taking it upon themselves to usher in a transformation within your connection. So feminines, you know what has been lacking or what you haven't experienced yet. The masculines also know very clearly where those things need to transform, and they are taking that upon themselves to continue the process of that. What don't both see? That there are changes happening behind the scenes. These are baby steps, one step at a time. It might feel slow moving. It might not be apparent. It might not be the big picture, but one thing at a time is happening. So just trust the process right now, everybody. Trust the journey. Continue going away from things that feel badly constricted, blockages. Don't try and headbutt those out of ego. Allow the recognition of what feels good right now to create the flow, and what does not feel effortless and in flow to be released. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to think too hard about it. But what do the feminines need to know? Stay in your Empress energy, feminines. Your worthiness. This is not a testament of your unworthiness. If your connection is not moving ahead right now, stay in high frequency, stay in your lane at this time. Hold your frequency high. Do not fear, do not fret, feminines. What are these energies of the masculines going through this transformation while the feminines hold their own consistency for themselves? Oh yes, sacral chakra, ooh, the sensual energies. So you might be feeling feminines and masculines. You might be feeling like, I'm feeling like on a ship at sea, like being rocked like this. The energy of the sacral chakra helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. So as the masculines are stepping up and going through this transformation where they're beginning to come out of the disintegrated masculine templates, the imbalances, I want to say, of the patriarchal regime where the feminines and masculines had a very, very disintegrated interaction with each other. We are resetting the balance on the sacral chakra of how the masculines show up, how the feminines show up. So we are moving towards a much more authentic, original template with pleasure, with the way we balance masculine and feminine, not in the disintegration, not the codependency. So whatever's happening right now, whatever's being eclipsed out, feminines, don't take it personally. Actually feel very, very blessed that you're on a journey here where the masculines are taking the lead. Whatever they're doing right now, just trust them. Trust them. They're being divinely guided to reset the sacral chakra for your connection. Take that as it resonates. Consider that whatever's happening in the energy is allowing for that reboot to happen. Let go of control. Trust. What can we see for how the masculines are viewing their feminine? Ooh, Queen of Pentacles, they're really having to self-soothe about you right now, feminines. This is my wifey card. It's the life partner. It's the living situation. It's nurture. It's creature comforts. They're very, very close to, you know, finding home within them. Ooh, they know that you're not balanced right now. They know you're not happy. They know that there's something that has been devastating. I'm hearing even the past traumas, generational things, or things in this connection that's been confusing. They know you're not fully in your seat of power and comfort right now. They see you as such. They recognize that. The Emperor, they're also trying to let go of previous control tactics that would manipulate or save you if it was not genuine. So they don't want to rush in and be this for you right now, because they know that that would go against their intuition, their higher guidance. They know they have to drop control issues, stay the course with what they're being guided to do. They can't save you. They can't swoop in. They know you have to save yourself. You have to balance out. They have already seen you in that energy so much of the time that they know this portal is about both of you staying in your own empowerment. And without the masculines being that and doing that for you, it's taking the burden off codependency. So this is a really tricky energy to be in. You know, we're hardwired to feel vulnerable in this dimension, to feel outside of connection to source, to feel, especially at eclipse times, it's a shaky kind of area in space, you know, we're traveling through this. But the masculines are resisting that pressure right now to be and do and say and perform differently than just what they're being guided to do first person at this time. I'm hearing again, that's their cross to bear, is that they love you so much. They want to be that. Don't get them wrong. They want to be that for you, but it's taking everything they've got to just be through this energy right now and continue letting this process deepen between the two. What do the feminines need to know? Trust your intuition. There's a lot more going on than on the surface at this time. Trust the truth of this connection, that it's not about approval seeking or worthiness or being rejected or not. It's literally you unlearning everything that you've learned about chasing, about leadership, about, you know, reminding your masculine you exist. Let your masculine come in and be that one that you've always dreamt you could have, that wants it all. Wait for them to give it all to you, feminines. You don't have to do anything. This is about being magnetic and sitting in trust. But it is a deep dive into your intuition. If it doesn't feel good right now, if it's not pleasurable, if it's not feeling sensual, let go for now. It's just not right now. It's not the time. Let the eclipses have their way with us. Advice, transformation. Here we got it again. So that's like the death card. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through the times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. So we are in a changing of the guards. And right now, feminines, it's about you taking a stand down and not, even emotionally, even mentally, allowing the masculines to show you what they're made of. Do not do the efforting for the connections at this time. Really seek those fear-based areas within you that cling or need proof, and calm. Trust the divine plan. Trust the higher guidance. Trust your counterpart. Trust the process. What are the masculines feeling on the heart space for the connections? Nothing but love. Knight of Cups. Everything they're doing right now is the utmost of love. What do we need to know further about that? Putting in the work. You know, sometimes they have to take one for the team. I'm getting that right now, that whatever they've offered you, whatever they've asserted, whatever they've, you know, presented, whether that's silence, whether that is, not responding, whatever they've said, whatever they've done. They are offering a gift of love into the connection at this time. Energetically, they are putting in the work, the safekeeping for the ultimate success of this connection, not just the temporary, the ultimate success. What do the feminines need to know? This is a transformation, a tower. So you might be having a tower moment, feminines. You might be feeling pretty fragile through this eclipse. With the lunar eclipse, remember the sun is blocked by the earth, and that light of the masculine is not reflected. It doesn't reach the feminine. And so for a moment, the feminine feels like the masculine has disappeared, has gone. It's this tower. It's a deep psychological influence, impact. We are one with the cosmos. And when that happens, it does a thing to us. It really does. But this is where the light can come in and renewed, and a new cycle of transformation can come in. So be one with the cosmos, feminines. Soul. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. Not so much just earthbound or material realm bound, but remember your eternity. Remember your soul. Align with love. Trust that when the sun plays peekaboo, when the divine masculine plays peekaboo, it is ushering in a brand new cycle. It's ushering in, we have these spheres, these cycles within cycles. We have cosmic cycles. We have, the cycles of our breath and our pulse. We have cycles on every dimension and every layer. And right now, this eclipse cycle is influencing us. And through mastery, through consciousness, we can be aware of, consistently holding on to that soul vantage point instead of being rocked at sea back and forth with the energies that be. We can sink into the soul. So go there, go into that place. What can we see on the heart space for the feminine? Oh, wow. Yeah. Big, huge offer. So there is, I'm getting that the masculine. So this little progression here where there's a transformation. Look at the pentacle that the feminine is holding. The masculine's like, don't worry your pretty little head. Don't feel like you have to give it all. Look at this huge offer of love. Look at this huge new physical motion that's coming in. This is on their heart of hearts. They want to give. Feeling tears. What can we see to clarify that? They want to come out of separation once and for all. They want to feel it all. They want to do it all. They want to be in unified energy with you. They don't want to have this back and forth anymore. It rips their soul. What can we see for the feminines? Just stay in friendly energy. No news is good news, but trust right now. Trust that your masculine has got you. If you can't be in that level of trust that whether or not this person is for you, whether or not their actions or non-actions are in alignment, get connected to source so that nothing phases you. That doesn't mean put up with bad behavior. It means being able to release when it's not in flow. Very big distinction. We think that unconditional love means a doormat. No, it doesn't. But we still have to feel secure. This is a journey of coming into security, into safety, into wholeness, into setting the record straight, into personal accountability. What is the advice? Curiosity. The frequency of curiosity supports our intrinsic inquisitive nature, which is this necessary driving force behind growth and evolution. So be curious right now what's coming up for you at this eclipse time regarding your safety, regarding the feeling of abandonment, even with the masculine, rejection. Really feel into that and ask yourself, can someone reject my soul? I know my beauty. You know your worth, feminines. And so trust that love is coming for you. Trust that this is an unfolding. What is the masculine wishing to manifest at this time? They want to meet you on the depths. This is the moon. It's the cosmic feminine. But also in the inverse, it may not be acknowledging the feminine right now. So there's a double story. It's about the feminine understanding your worth. It's also about the masculines wanting to meet you on that deepest level. And also there seems to be a pause. The masculines are in line with the cosmos here. What can we see that we don't see? 10 of Pentacles. This is the long-term abundance coming in, the legacy coming in by aligning with these sacred transits. What can we see for the feminines? The world in the inverse. So this cycle, this eclipse cycle that's not quite finalized with the world in the inverse like this, we're in the process of tying up things that we've seen and ending, closing out things. So keep closing out any karma, feminines and masculines. Keep sealing off the past, overcoming the world, Xing out contracts that no longer align with you. Do your due diligence, everybody, to just keep clearing through to your freedom in the physical realm. So everything that needs to change up in the physical realm, actions, deeds, everything that you are connected with that needs to be terminated and left in the old timelines, keep doing it. You're not going to run out of time, but that's what's going on. We're going through this purging of things that are no longer a fit. Oh, forgiveness. The energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. So it's not just the physical purging, but that does bring up emotions to be seen and released. Forgiveness is finished business. So if you've actually let go of the lower vibrational things from your past, you will actually see the emotions come to highlight that are connected with those things that you were engaged with or bound to before. When that does come up, don't fear what the emotions are. Recognize them and thank them for now being at a place you can see them for what they are and release them. As you go through the final clearing of the worldly connection in this sacred ascension process, you close out all of those agreements and contracts and binding when you let them go through forgiveness. They are unwanted feelings and emotions. So don't project, feminines, the unwanted feelings and emotions that are coming up regarding closing out your karma onto your masculine, onto the connection. Don't cling to the connection for solace right now. Go into source. Just understand this is a process for everyone, a sacred process, and just keep it straight. Keep it focused on what you're clearing right now. What are the masculine's actions at this time? High Priestess, they're going deep into their feminine yin, their non-action for mercy, humility, compassion. They are really trying to honor the flow, the knowing, the depth, the sacred aspect. They are including their inner feminine yin so that they can rise as the high priest for you, feminines. What don't we all see? King of Pentacles in the inverse. So this is them learning that committed, forged through the adversity kind of tenacity to match you. We saw the Queen of Pentacles in the inverse, and the masculines here are showing up as the King of Pentacles in the inverse. So both are right there on the verge of coming into partnership in the physical, but there's this deep internal calibration going on that's in alignment with the cosmos right now. And because we are masters and we're divine, we're becoming more and more aligned with these cosmic frequencies than when we were blind, than when we were oblivious, than when we were not so expanded in our consciousness that we see on these multiple layers of the dimensions. And so we're becoming aware of how one with the universe we are. We are the sun. We are the moon. We are Gaia. I'm hearing cuckoo, cuckoo. You're the walrus. I'm the walrus. What else can we see for the feminines? This is setting a new foundation of the spiritual, of the energetic, of the gold, of heaven on earth in the physical. This is a new foundation, a new earth being anchored in. This is the King and Queen of Pentacles here. each side being set on a proper foundation, coming out of the separation, out of the 5D into bringing material realm success from both sides as masters, equally balanced, in tandem with the cosmos, with the divine, with the divinity within, the high priest and priestess. Attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey towards inner balance and harmony. It's an inside job. Happiness, mastery, nobody else can do it for you. You have to go there alone, and when you become that within, you attract it externally. Keep letting this have its way with you so that you can become that super magnetic force that's in alignment with the cosmos, with inner balance and harmony. That is the key to attracting all things that will reflect your inner balance and harmony in your world and not have discord. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines consciously? Grounding the higher love, staying diligent to the process, being sensitive, increasing their elegance and originality, and following that call, following the knowing, trusting the process, seeing the opportunities. It's a new sight to cultivate. That is the challenge. Yeah, so whenever there's growth, we're at the periphery of what we've experienced in the past that was unresolved. This Three of Swords is unresolved, incompetence or short-sightedness or cumbersome energy, frustration, confusion, illusion, fear. As we are on this cutting edge of love grounding, it dispels the fear, because this is where that higher wisdom comes in and heals. But when we're on that healing edge, I'm seeing wounds, they get itchy when they're actually healing, or when the nerves grow back, you start feeling the pain. That's it right here. It's like when the new connection starts to happen, 2222, there is an awareness of the pain at certain stages. This is where our eyes are open to the things that we were ignorant to, that we were underdeveloped regarding, that we did not have eyes to see before. And so their challenge is that they're on that rawness with you. They don't have it figured out, but they are doing their best, feminines. Likewise, we are masculines. What can we see for the feminines? This is the gardening card, the waiting, the perseverance, the tending to the crops. This is watering the crops. This is the proper sunlight, the proper water. So, sometimes the sun doesn't come out and we need to nourish the crops in a different way. And the feminine is that emotional aspect. So it's a rain day, let's say, in the energy. When this challenge is happening, there's a transmutation. Okay, intuition again, 6th chakra. The third eye chakra supports our inner sight and our intuitive abilities. So this really is about going in and seeing love in all things. Love is omnipotent, omnipresent. So if you're not seeing love playing out either directly or by the cosmos in your life, you are not in mastery. There is always the loving understanding that brings you peace about everything available to you in this moment. What is the solution to the masculines on this edge of heartache? Ooh, Emperor in the upright. So you've got this masculines. Look at them surveying the land, the generational influence that they will have. They are taking the proper order of love in hand. They are declaring to the cosmos that they are stepping into these shoes, into this leadership, into the embodiment of true masculinity, of true masculine container, of true masculine safety, of true masculine form and structure. Masculines, keep allowing this higher love, the inner knowing, to stay the course. You are so brilliant. You are doing so well. What is hidden? The star, that this is your star destiny. You have been stationed as a chosen one, masculines. You are on track. You are on path. You are exquisite. I'm seeing this songbird sing your song. Literally just sink into being you unapologetically right now, masculines. What do the feminines need to know? Have strength, overcome the devils. Everything that's happening right now is for the empowerment. It's all to bring in this ultimate peace and set the balance straight, the proper order of love, the river of life going forward. The masculines are aware consciously and becoming more conscious of their sacred duty and honor, nobility, righteousness, to do it right, to get it right at all costs. They will fight for this love at all costs, feminines. So if your masculine is doing something right now that seems a bit sketch, a bit out of alignment, now don't make it fit if you are in an abusive scenario, but do not force things. A lot of times our ego has a temper tantrum when things don't go the way that we think they should. But if these masculines are handling this with divine guidance, it may not look like you want it to look, feminines, but please pray. Ask if your situation is the situation that's being channeled here, where the masculines are stepping into their leadership through their divine guidance here. The eclipse energy is not always easy. What can we see for the guidance? Balance. It came out in the inverse. Balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multidimensional layers of reality. So we're not just focused on the 3D. This journey brings us into saying, oh, something doesn't feel quite aligned in the 3D. Something's amiss. Now we expand our consciousness and we factor in the meta experience of our reality, the metaphysical, and we consider all of that. If you get back far enough with your vision of the 3D, of the metaphysical energies, you will see a harmonious order, and it will no longer look chaotic, because you're in non-attachment to the aspects that look chaotic. When you have compassion in your heart, you can step back and say, whoa, 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 something feels a little bit amiss here. I need to get back further from it and be in non-attachment so I can bring the balance back in. And that's what the masculines are doing on behalf of these connections. They are advocating for the ultimate balance. What is the direction the masculines are being guided? Immediately to act on what they are being shown. Here's the star in the inverse. They're taking it to heart that this connection is not by chance, that where you both find yourself is not by chance. They're taking matters into their own hands now, right now. So through these eclipses, masculines are doing something that is deliberately aligned with what they are being given higher. And I'm seeing it cosmically, part of the anchoring of these connections into the physical in a brand new way after this eclipse energy. What don't we see? The veil is lifting. Like right now in real time, everybody is seeing new information, getting new transmissions and downloads, having this revelation of energy, of showing up, of connection, of love. But we're all going through it together. Don't be in stubborn pride that you feel like you're the only one, the odd one out. We're all trying the best we can. I want to row the boat right now. We are all doing this the very best we can. Your masculine is, you are, feminines. Masculines, you're doing so well. Feminines, stick with it. Keep allowing this becoming. Advice for the feminines, keep clearing your own burden. As you have eyes to see the layers of burden you can shed, don't project it on your masculine right now. Keep doing the heavy lifting for your life, for your personal freedom, for your own free will. And we get consciousness. Supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our material reality. Yeah, just keep looking at the interconnectedness of all of it right now. Everybody. I spent some time on the beach this morning, processing and just grounding out barefoot in the sand and really allowing a recharge. This eclipse energy was intense for me, and I feel all of the energy for the collective, and I sincerely take instruction from what I process at these astrological junctions, whether I know them or not. I'm constantly putting my intention to transmute and to be conscious of what is affecting the collective so that I can channel and be in tune, do my best. My intention is always there, but what can we see? Connection. Okay, break isolation. So this part of this transformation that the masculines are going through is to break the isolation or the imbalances where the feminine was doing too much or efforting or carrying the connection. The masculines do not feel at home in that agreement, and so they want the feminines to just, let go of needing to be that, of the fear that causes you to be in survival mode that does that. But the masculines want to break isolation. Seek what brings you vitality, feminines and masculines. That will show you the way. We are all interdependent. Reach out for support. You are not alone. So just because your connection is going through a reboot, a revamping, that you as a person are seeing love and relationships in radical new ways, doesn't mean that you have to isolate in that. You can reach out for connection. It's not an all or nothing. You can still have connection with everybody that you genuinely have a connection. Just don't act out. Don't be rebellious. Don't incite karma. Don't tell yourself and delude yourself, though, that you are alone. You're not alone. Humanity is all in this together. We are all learning in real time. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.